In 2000, Mexico signed away access to 22 billion barrels of oil. The reason? An island that appeared on maps for 382 years didn't exist. It had never existed. Some people are convinced the CIA blew it up. Mexican senators launched an investigation. A politician who opposed the treaty died in a suspicious car crash. So, I went to the Library of Congress archive, the actual 1539 atlas. Then I read the treaty and then the scientific report that settled the question. This is Bermeja, the most expensive cartographic error in history. In 1539, Spain's chief cartographer, Alonso de Santa Cruz, compiled reports from every ship returning from the New World into a single atlas. In his Islario General, the general atlas of all the islands, he drew an island off the Yucatan coast. Reading directly from the atlas, por el mismo viento y por 20 lenguas, esta otra isla dicha la Bermeja, por parecer de lexos de tal color. 20 leagues distant is another island called Bermeja, as it appears to be of such color. Bermeja, from Bermejo, reddish. A sailor saw something on the horizon that looked red, so Santa Cruz wrote it down. But Santa Cruz wasn't in the Gulf of Mexico. He was in Seville, compiling reports from sailors who had no reliable way to measure longitude. Their main tool was dead reckoning. You drop a log overboard, count how fast the rope on spools, and estimate how far you've traveled. But the method only measures speed in one direction. If an ocean current pushes the ship sideways, the navigator has no idea. You could end up 100 miles from where you think you are. So a sailor sees a real island, logs it at the wrong coordinates. Santa Cruz draws it as a new discovery. Bermeja was born as a duplicate entry in a 16th century database. And there it stayed for 382 years. Ortelius copied it in 1564. Mexico's official atlas showed it in 1921. Nobody deleted it because in cartography, deleting is dangerous. If you're wrong, ships run aground. Usually copying an error is just embarrassing, but this error was about to cost Mexico billions. For 450 years, Bermeja was a footnote. Then came the oil. Under maritime law, every nation controls water 200 miles from its coast. The United States measures south from Texas. Mexico measures north from the Yucatan. In the deep central Gulf, a wedge of international water opens up, where neither zone reaches. This is the donut hole, and by 2010, Mexican senators were estimating more than 22 billion barrels of oil sitting beneath it. If Bermeja exists at its historical location, it's Mexico's northernmost territory. Mexico's 200-mile zone would start there, not the mainland. That would push their boundary north by 15%, giving Mexico sole ownership of oil fields currently in international waters. In 1997, the Mexican Navy sent a ship to find a strategic asset and plant a flag. They came back with nothing. The island wasn't there. On June 9, 2000, the US and Mexico signed a treaty, dividing the donut hole. Mexico got 62%, the US 38%. Mexico signed without Bermejo as a baseline. That's when the question started. Senator José Ángel Conchelo had been the loudest voice opposing negotiations. He warned of a secret plan to give away Mexico's oil. In 1998, he died in a car accident. The official cause was mechanical failure. His supporters called it an assassination. By 2008, the theory had reached the Mexican parliament. The CIA had destroyed Bermeja Island to steal Mexican oil. There's only one problem with this theory. Bermeja was reportedly 80 square kilometers. That's about the size of Manhattan. You can't secretly blow up Manhattan. According to Jaime Urrutia of UNAM and Saul Milan of the National Polytechnic Institute, to obliterate an island of Bermeja's size, a hydrogen bomb would be required. A hydrogen bomb in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and nobody noticed. German oceanographer Hans-Werner Schenke pointed out that modern marine data shows no geological scars. No rubble, no debris, and no underwater plateau. Zero evidence of a destroyed island. In 2009, the Mexican parliament commissioned UNAM, the National Autonomous University, to settle this once and for all. 7 university institutes, a research vessel called the Justiciera, 2 Navy support ships, aerial surveys taking 933 photographs, and bathymetry, deep sea sonar mapping the ocean floor. From March 21st to the 27th, they searched more than 10,000 square kilometers around the official coordinates. They found water, 1,400 meters deep, nearly a mile of ocean. But here's the finding that kills the theory completely. The UNAM team analyzed sediment on the ocean floor. Deep sea sediment accumulates slowly, layer by layer over thousands of years. If an island had been there recently and destroyed, the top layer would be chaotic, rocky debris, a geological mess. It wasn't, it was undisturbed, perfectly stratified. Their conclusion: no island has existed at those coordinates for more than 5,300 years. The island wasn't blown up, it wasn't eroded, it just was never there. So what did the sailors see in 1539? Most cartographic historians believe Bermeja was a misidentified sighting of Caijo Arenas or the Alacranes Reef, logged at the wrong coordinates due to 16th century navigation limits. To be fair, UNAM's Dr. Iracema Alcantara Ayala noted the historical descriptions were precise and detailed, suggesting someone really did see something, just not where they thought they were. A reddish blur in the horizon, tired sailor, a bureaucrat in Seville who didn't want to delete anything, and 382 years of copying. Bermeja isn't unique. In 2012, an Australian research ship sailed to Sandy Island near New Caledonia, an island on Google Maps, and found nothing but deep water. It had been on charts since 1876, probably a raft of floating pumice mistaken for land. Sandy Island was removed from Google Maps within days. Bermeja stayed on official Mexican maps until 2009, because in the analog era, nobody profits from admitting the map was wrong. We've mapped Mars in higher resolution than we've mapped our own ocean floor. Some of those charts are still echoing data from the 1800s. The Bermeja case proves something uncomfortable. Maps aren't objective pictures of the Earth. They're historical documents. They carry the errors of every cartographer who came before. The map is not a territory. Sometimes the map is just a very old, very expensive typo. If you want to see more videos about how historical errors shape modern geopolitics, please subscribe.